watching MediaCorp's special and comprehensive coverage of Vote 2011. We're expecting the first official results anytime now.
That's right. Well, earlier we spoke with, our colleague Sharon Tong spoke with Michael Palmer. He is one of the candidates contesting Punggol East single-member constituency. I believe we have an interview with Desmond Lim from the SGA. Let's hear what he had to say.
I will say that I basically know what will be the outcome, and therefore I come back here to wait for my other team members. Hopefully they can do better than me.
Okay. Would you be able to give any hints as to what the outcome might be like?
Well, the outcome might be, I will say that because of three-corner fight, the opposition's vote have been diluted. And likelihood, PAP will secure this seat.
Okay, thank you very much. That was Mr. Lim from the SGA.
All right. Well, he was referring to the three-corner fight. We know PAP's there, SDA's Desmond Lim's there, and the third corner, if you can call it that, is occupied by the Workers' Party's Lee Li Lian.
That's right. Well, now after straight fights in all contests in 2006, we see the return of a multi-cornered battle this year.
Well, three parties have the newly created single ward of Punggol East in their sights. As you've heard, Michael Palmer earlier on our show, he is the first PAP minority candidate in 23 years to run in a single ward. His opponents are the Workers' Party's Lee Li Lian, whom our reporter is also trying to get hold of to speak to, and the SDA Secretary General Desmond Lim, whom you've just heard from.
Well, there's been some tension between the two opposition parties over the contest, and Mr. Desmond Lim has accused the Workers' Party of parachuting in their candidate and creating a three-way tussle.
Well, 7 political parties, 9 days of intense campaigning, all with the single aim of winning your vote.
Well, here's a sampling of how the candidates tried to get your attention during the hustings.
The driver is there to slap the driver when he drives off course or when he falls asleep or drives dangerously.
When you drive a car or a bus, you don't rely on two drivers. You find the person you trust and you put him in charge.
When you have a coalition government, what will happen? Everybody will just put in their idea. We're going to have this Rojak government coming out with Rojak policy.
Rojak governments or coalition governments are becoming commonplace in more and more countries. Soon they will become the world's favorite dish.
What about the First World Parliament? You know, the more I think about this, the more I think somebody is selling Koyok. They will sell you all kinds of pills for headache, for stomach ache, for heartache.
If your doctor who is trying to help you has problems listening to your heartbeat, may I suggest that you, as the patient, attach some loudspeakers to his stethoscope.
When Chiang Chi-dong came in 1984, there was brightness. A little star was born.
When the storm hit us, who do you trust? Who do you trust to take the ship to safer waters?
Well, we're also expecting single-member constituency results to come in early, and one of the very closely watched constituency is, of course, Hougang. Now, during the hustings period, for example, Desmond Chu says there are some issues in Hougang which requires immediate intervention. Now, of course, Desmond Chu is the candidate standing in Hougang for the PAP. Well, he says they need to provide a better living environment for the elderly and helping the lower income. That was what he said during a PAP rally on the 30th of April.
And as many Singaporeans know by now, Mr. Lau Tia Kiang stepped out of the Hougang ward to contest in a GRC, and he's at the Aljunied GRC. So stepping into his place for the Workers' Party is Yao Shin Leong. Now, Yao Shin Leong has been a loyal aide to Mr. Lau for 10 years now. In fact, he was Mr. Lau's election agent back in the election of 2006. He actually was a SPP member. That was way back in 1989, and then he switched to the Workers' Party in 2001, and there he stayed until this election.
And of course, to tell us more about Hougang and with the Workers' Party supporters, we go to Hougang Stadium where Imelda Saad is standing by. Imelda.
Well, it's been 3 hours since polls closed, and what I'm hearing on the ground is that there's a close call for Aljunied GRC and Hougang single-member constituency. And I'm also hearing that election agents are demanding for a recount at the counting centres. Now, a lot is at stake for the Workers' Party at Aljunied GRC. They feel that their A team there, they've got Mr. Lau Tia Kiang, the Secretary General of the Workers' Party there. They've got Sylvia Lim, Chairman of the Workers' Party there. They've got some new faces like Chen Shomao, Pritam Singh, and Workers' Party has said that that is the A team that they're fielding for Aljunied GRC because they want to win that ward. And if they do, it will be history in the making, definitely, because that will mean that they would be the first opposition party to take control of a group representation constituency in Singapore, and they'll be the first to do so in 20 years. I'll bring you more updates as it comes along. Back to you, Mr.
Imelda Saad reporting there, Tim, that there is possibly a recount going on for the votes for Aljunied GRC. Maybe let's just refresh a little on the rules guarding or governing recounts. Is allowed if the difference in number of votes between top candidates with any other candidates were equal to or less than 2% of total valid votes. That's excluding rejected votes and tendered votes. And either the candidates or the counting agents present may apply for recount of the votes. And yeah.
Well, you've already heard some of the rumblings that Imelda has already heard on the ground. And can you imagine what the chatter will be like on the internet? And for that, I believe May Wong is standing by with all that cyber chatter. May.
That's right, Dominic and Mel. Rumblings on the ground over at the stadium where Imelda was, but also a lot of rumblings happening on the internet space, given the fact that the Hougang Stadium is actually trending on Twitter right now. And there are a lot of talk going on because a lot of people are just eagerly waiting for the results to come out, and they're making use of the social media such as the Facebook as well as Twitter to conduct discussions as well as to ask the people around them, strangers, exactly what is going on out there. In fact, there are a lot of rumors flying around, but I have to tell you that there are unconfirmed reports, and therefore we are not going to show any of those tweets that are being seen on the internet right now. Some of the tweets that we are seeing right now are feeling more of Singaporean than ever, feeling more that this is greater, you know, than serving NS, and actually people are feeling a little bit more involved in the country's stake in this case. Moving on to another tweet, we have part of the young vote in these elections and really hoping to get my vote cast this morning, hoping that the vote will actually count. It shows that Singaporeans are clearly not apathetic, and they're clearly showing that they want to have a say in the country's future when it comes to politics. And also we've got some pictures that we're seeing online simply because people are posting up pictures, you know, over at the assembly centres, people are gathered, and so they're showing all the pictures that we have right now from different stations, and we'll continue to track those for you as they come in.
All right, May Wong reporting live there from our operations hub.
All right, we are going for a short break, and we'll get the results and reactions right after that. Stay tuned to MediaCorp's Vote 2011.